Hi, Coach. The team competed at the Valentine Invitational at BU this past weekend. Can you give us a quick recap of how the team did?
It was another great meet for us overall. It was just as good as the one at Terrier, and we had consistent performances from top to bottom on this team. I was really pleased with the sprinters this time around. They competed really well individually, and then that just translated to a great relay at the end of the meet. And so they're really working hard, and that's influencing the guys around them. And I say this to the team every time we start a meet, but we're there for 12 hours during the day, and it's a long day. But if we get off to a good start, then it tends to go very well throughout the rest of the day, and that's what happened with this meet again. And so yeah, very pleasing. We got more IC4A qualifiers out of it, and we're on pace for a really good championship at the IC4As at the end of the year.
As you mentioned, you had a really good relay. The 4x4 had the second fastest time in school history. Can you talk about what that means for those runners and what it means for the team as a whole to see a performance like that?
Yeah, for those guys, it's great since we have some good depth in that area right now. But we've got two of our best guys sitting on the sidelines. We have our team captain Jack Hennessy and a senior classmate, Kellen McDonald, who have run exceptionally well on the relays in past years. Both came into the season with injuries. So we've got two freshmen picking up the slack, and they've been doing exceptionally well. And Darren James has ran 49.2 early on in the day, and that's the top 10 all time. Connor O'Neill, who's been anchoring the team, ran a top 10 time for BC all time, and Connor's really done a great job of keeping that a close-knit group, making them work hard. He's picked up the slack with the captain on the sidelines. So for everybody else on the team, it just keeps everybody honest. I mean, I like to have good competitiveness amongst event groups on the team, and they like to come in on Monday morning if they've done well and remind some of the other groups and get them motivated to work hard as well. So it really rubs off. And, we've got a distance medley relay that we want to do well in at ACCs and IC4As, so the 400 is a big part of that. And so those guys get excited to know that they're going to hand off to a great sprinter.
Tim Ferriss and Ryan Cooney, they ran their personal bests in the 800 and met the IC4A qualifier. Can you talk about their performance?
Yeah, Tim Ferriss has really become one of our most consistent guys, and he, I think that's just come from maturity as an upperclassman and the strength that he's gained over the last 3 years. But he's motivated to do very well, and it's showing week in and week out. So he's ready to run fast. I mean, he didn't get into a particularly fast heat, as fast as some of the other ones. So the 153 that he ran was a very good 153. I think he can go 1 or 2 seconds faster than that. And for Ryan Cooney, he spent his freshman year hurt. He came in out of high school with some bad knees, and we just spent a year just getting him strong and rehabbing him. And so he's just been it's been a delight just watching him race every week. He's a tough competitor, and so just to get him competing week in, week out is great for the team. And he he's the kind of guy who's going to get better every week, every time he races. He loves to put in a hard effort, and that's what we want to see from everybody.
Assistant coach Tim Ritchie also competed in the meet. He took third in the 3K, which is USA Champs qualifier. Can you talk about what it means for the team to have their assistant coach putting in a performance like that? Yeah,
I think it's just very meaningful having someone like Coach Ritchie competing and working out as disciplined as he is on a daily basis. It's great for the team. I mean, they love having him around in any capacity, but as an athlete, I think it just adds a special something to what the athletes get to experience on a daily basis. So getting to see him compete and kind of showcasing his talents in front of the team is great. It exemplifies everything that we want out of the team. and his performance was exceptional. He's coming off of half marathon just 3 weeks earlier. We were using 2 weeks as a recovery period, and we didn't expect to race. But Tim has a knack for recovering and seeming fresh. Most of the time, I think he does a good job showing it. Whether he's just a very smooth and efficient runner, so he has the ability to bounce back quickly. So we decided that week just to do it, and we wanted to have some fun. Wanted to let the team have some fun watching him, and it turned out pretty well. I mean, like you said, he got a USA qualifier out of it. He'll go there in 2 weeks to Albuquerque, and that'll be an opportunity again for the guys to see him on a national stage. They'll be able to watch him on TV live, and he'll be racing against Galen Rupp and Ryan Hill, who's run one of the fastest times in the world this year over that distance. So he'll have his hands full, but it'll be a lot of fun.
And this weekend, the team has the BU Scarlet and White Invitational. Can you give us a quick preview on what you hope from the team?
Yeah, there's an extra weekend in February, so BU added an invitational that doesn't usually exist. So, I don't know the level of competition that'll be there. I think it'll be pretty decent just from the time of year that we're competing in. I think guys are looking to run well, either tactically or just get out and perform quickly. So I think there'll be lots of opportunities for our guys to get in there, mix it up, and either compete with some good teams or run some fast times. So, we'll see there. But once we get there, but mainly, I want these guys to get in and just continue learning how to compete, running the curve well, passing guys on the straightaways. Waiting to make their moves at the right time, but then not being afraid to make them when the opportunities present themselves. And we went in and we talked about the ACC has standards this year, and that's been on the minds of our guys a lot. But mainly, we want them just to get in there and find ways to beat guys, whether it's outleaning a guy on the line or out kicking somebody in the final lap. We just want them to get out and compete, man to man, and show their teammates that that's what this sport is all about.
Thank you. And is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I don't think so. We're looking forward to ACCs and IC4As coming up in a few weeks.
Great. Thanks and good luck this weekend.
All right, thanks.